everybody. This is Ginger's chat show. Sorry I'm slightly late. The milkman came and dropped some stuff off. Trying to instruct my kitties to move so I could get closer to see you. And anyway, I hope all is well. This is Monday, August 24th, and basically it's the last week of August. I'm feeling better, by the way. Took me a good week just to get over this crud, because I couldn't even talk Friday. Talked very little last week, so that much better. Of course, you know, some things have happened over the weekend, and Trump wants to make everything all about him, no matter what it is. And I'm really sick and tired of that. All the previous presidents we have worked quietly through the week. They would meet with us on TV maybe once a week or whatever how they want to do it, their style of doing it. The only time they ever announce to the nation is on very serious issues. And like President Obama, like on bin Laden, that was important. They wanted to get after this guy, which they did. Of course, bin Laden is no more. But he did commit atrocities against the United States on this. And also, Trump had some serious health issues, which has been mentioned by Farron Cousins of Fair and Balanced on his podcast. The doctor says right now that Trump has got congestive heart failure. And he's not going to last long. Sorry, still fighting in the crud. He's not going to last long. Keep popping out. Here. So, and on top of all this, Trump has declared a trade war against Canada. Canada bit back, and they said by September 7th, they're going dollar for dollar. And on top of all this, guess what the other reason is for putting tariffs against Canada? Get this. This just came out that Trump wanted Canada to speak English only, no French. Trump, number one, Canada is a sovereign country. Two, they have their own laws and rules and regulations. And they're also part of the Commonwealth of the UK. Okay? You cannot tell another country what they can and cannot do law-wise. You're an idiot. And Miller's an idiot too. And you know about 3/4 of all these things that Miller does is telling Trump what to do. Trump is so far advanced on his dementia, it's not even funny. Okay? For example, like this weekend, when they had the Freedom 250 Indy race in middle of downtown Washington, D.C. I watched the race, okay, and the streets on that is not built for something like that. No. I could see it like in a soapbox derby, yeah, but they would have to make artificial hills to do the soapbox derby, like they do in California and everything else. They have areas that are designated for something like that. Well, in Trump's case, good portion of Pennsylvania Avenue and, what's the other street? The runs in front of the archive building. They need to repave it and redo the sidewalks. So the sidewalks were basically obliterated because of the burning rubber from the race cars. Trump trying to make this all about himself. I did not see his inaugural parade. I didn't see him to the green flag. The green flag was conducted by the race official. I didn't see Trump doing that. Why he wants to make this a vanity project all about him? He's trying to call attention to himself is what he's doing. And it's stupid. And yeah, I looked at the crowd size in the race. They have the race blocked off so much that really you can't see what the race is doing, what's happening, unless you're in the grandstands. And of course, the officials were trying to make things safe as possible, because they were afraid of, well, the car hit a wall or a car hit another car or there was a flip in the air or whatever. They don't want debris flying, which does happen. This Kirkwood guy, he won the race. Some try to slip by when they're rounding the corner. They slow down and then sneak by. Some done it, some did not even attempt to do it. Now, there are other racetracks in the United States that are built for something like this, like the Indianapolis Speedway in Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, that is designed for that. Okay, then you got dirt tracks, then you got asphalt tracks, and everything else around the country. Now, some of these smaller raceways, racetracks, are now being taken over by developers and being pushed out. Like here, let me give you an example. Here in Puyallup area, Puyallup is that way from where I'm sitting. There used to be a racetrack called the Puyallup Raceway track, where they used to do drag racing. Okay, it was designed for that. Then they had a motocross track next to it. They used to have the Spanaway racetrack, which they did demolitions and regular round racing and everything in Spanaway, which is just right over the hill here. That track is gone. It was taken over by housing developers. It was pushed out. Even the small airports are being pushed out. The one airport that is being, that was shut down a number of years ago was the Spanaway Airport. That was shut down. I'm just giving you an example of how commerce and everything worked in our state and in my home area. But in the case of the tariff war and everything else, it's going to cause our prices to go up higher. And I don't know why Trump is punishing Canada. When he's punishing Canada, he's punishing us. He's punishing our friends up north. And Congress needs to grow a spine and throw his ass out. They need to impeach him. When you impeach him, you're getting rid of the whole cabinet. The whole cabinet goes. When the president's impeached, the whole cabinet goes. In other words, Vance won't be president. He'll be booted right along with Trump. And then a new president will be appointed, then he appoints a new cabinet. Okay. Now, the 2028 race, I do hope either, for example, Pete Buttigieg because he served in the armed forces and he also speaks several languages. He knows how things work. Senator Kelly, he was a fighter pilot, but also he flew in space, worked in space, and he knows how things work. He knows how the Pentagon works. Okay. We got another one, Governor Pritzker. What's the other guy? Oh, and Governor Newsom of California. They know how government works because in states are supposed to be mirrored after the main government, which is in D.C. Everything's mirrored to each other. That way you have basically standardized things, except each state has a different amendment to their constitution and laws and regulations. Depends on the area. It depends on crime, or it depends on whatever the subject is about. But as far as Trump trying to tell Canada that they have to speak English and no French, that's none of his damn business. Trump should just shut up. And he should be told to shut up. Oh, another thing too, there was a video on this showing him in the grandstands. He turns around and asks this gal, who's aide or whatever, for his cell phone. Why does he keep it with himself instead of having her bring it to him? Well, Melania had enough. She got up and she left. And Trump was so oblivious of her leaving. If I were Melania, I would just divorce him. Leave and divorce him and go somewhere else. I would suspect that she's being controlled by Trump somewhat, but I don't think not so much anymore. Now Iran has a bounty, from what I understand, it's also on Barron's head. Because of the thing what Trump did to their leader. What Trump committed when this war started, he killed their leader trying to do a regime change. That's not regime change. That is international murder, and that's a big no-no in international law. Hey, Dorothy and Nancy. Good seeing you guys. So, I don't know what to think anymore. I really don't. But we need to push back and push hard. And people say, well, you're just preaching to the choir and everything else. I go, no, I'm not. I'm telling it what it is. When you're saying that, and that statement, preaching to the choir, that's telling me that you're condoning it. I'm not talking about you, Dorothy, or Nancy. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about other people. They said nothing's going to change or anything else. I said, you know what the biggest problem is? Nothing's going to change is you. You have to push back. You're the boss. You're supposed to be telling Congress what to do. Push back, yell at them. Right now, the Republicans have very, very thin majorities. By maybe, one or two seats. They could override them now. So, it's so frustrating. And it's not good for us, you and I. And right now, I'm having to, for example, you're talking about the food and healthcare costs and everything else, is what is wrong with taking healthcare and the dental care and rolling it all into one. So it's all on the same page. I'm having trouble finding a new dentist because very many take Humana. I'm having now trying to figure out a way if I could get on to Delta Dental, which they do pay good majority of their to dentists. Because I need to have dental work done. But I'm to the point where I'm skipping just having dental work done because I can't afford it. Number one, the insurance companies sit there and say, "Oh, we'll pay for all this and everything else," and it turns out that they don't. That's false advertising. Um, Same way for a lot of things. And then the other thing that, of course, you probably heard about too is um, RFK on all the vaccines and everything else, changing the scheduling of vaccines. You can't do that. You can't. You can't even separate out mumps, measles, and rubella. Those vaccines work together, and they have for years. Only in my case, as far as measles go, I can't have the measles vaccine because it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work in my system. My system will not recognize the measles vaccine. It will just basically reject it. So that's where it gets me into trouble, because if I pick up measles, which I have twice, the vaccine won't work for me. So I have to be careful where I go. If I hear there's a measles outbreak in a certain area, everything else, then I won't go. Also, there's a case of diphtheria showing up again. What he's trying to do is bring back all the old childhood diseases. Why? I know that Trump's mother maybe had him vaccinated. And it's a requirement to be vaccinated when you're in school. When you go to school, you're supposed to have all your vaccines. It's just for safety reasons. Okay. Even tetanus, there's tetanus outbreaks because people aren't getting vaccinated for tetanus. You can pick up tetanus anywhere. It doesn't necessarily need mice or anything else. You could pick it up from the ground. So that's why I get my tetanus shot every 7 years. And when I have my horses, it's a requirement to get your tetanus shot. Because you just don't want it. You just don't want that nasty little bug. Because it can cause serious issues. So anyway, I will keep an eye on more content, and I'll be working on it. I don't know if I can show you my kitties. And yes, I got new kitties. Bo and Katie. They're black. Bo is a black with white markings, and Katie is all black. Let's see, hold on a minute. If I can find him. There you are. I want to introduce you to somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Katie. She is the half of her brother. She is a black mini house panther. And she's really a sweetie. I got her a week ago Saturday. What's the matter, baby? A week ago Saturday, and she's really come out of her shell now. Her brother is black and he has white points. He has a white star in his chest and he's got cute back boots on his back feet. And then he has kind of white striping around his toes on his front feet. I don't know where he is. I think he's... Yeah, they're really good kitties. And they're keeping me on my toes and everything. So I'm having to trying to budget everything. I hate budgeting. I just wish I just know that the money's there and do what I need to do. I don't like budgeting. You know, pick and choose and everything. So anyway, introduction to my kitties. I don't know if I can catch Bo again. Where is he? Bobo, where are you? Bo. Just a minute, let me see if I can find Bo. Bobo. Hey. There you are. I'll introduce you to somebody real quick. Okay. This is Bo. See, he's got his little white paws. And he went to go back to fighting his sister. Go fight. Go find your sister. He's a little camera shy. He's a good boy. He really is. Okay. Let me check my calendar. Okay, I will see you on the 28th, this coming Friday. This is the last week of August. And let's hope we don't have a too chaotic week. So anyway, I love you all. I will talk to you later, and I will post this on my YouTube channel. I need more subscribers for my YouTube channel. And also I'm working on another special project that's, which I may tell you more about later. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Love you all. Bye-bye. Have a good week.